Good morning, ladies. It is Stims Day 10. It is Stims Day 10. I am on my way to my follicle scan. Tamika TTC, by the way. Oh, goodness. I'm supposed to be there in like 11 minutes. I'll probably be about 5 minutes late. But yeah. So, let's talk about how I've been since the last video. For one, Menopure and its LH has made sure that I've had plenty of egg white cervical mucus. More egg white cervical mucus than I have seen in a very, very, very long time. My boobs are not big, but they are incredibly sore, and the nipples are very sensitive. So, I am wearing a special shirt today because I believe this is my last follicle scan. I don't know if you guys can see. It says stimming ain't easy. No, it ain't. I know some ladies on Instagram have said I make it look easy. Because I don't appear to be very afraid of jabbing myself with needles. You know, my 3 IUIs were medicated with injections, so you know, I was giving myself a needle, but those cycles I gave myself a maximum of maybe 5 needles in the whole cycle. I haven't even counted how many needles I've had to take this cycle. Maybe I'll count and put it down here, but yeah. So what I am hoping is that my follicles look great. Everything still looks great, and he tells me what time I need to take my trigger shot. So that's what I'm looking for today. So far my follicles have been great. You know, so I've got a little bit of a headache this morning. That might be due to 1, lack of sleep, and 2, maybe some residuals from almost killing myself yesterday. Literally almost killing myself yesterday. So I told you my niece is moving out. She had come by to get some more stuff, and then she left. But I had put on a hot sausage on the stove to eat because it was getting close to 8 o'clock. I needed to eat something. I had only eaten once in the day, and I just could not stay awake long enough. I went back to my room, which is on the first floor, and I was on my phone talking on Instagram, and I guess I fell asleep. And I don't really know what happened. I can only discern what happened from the way things were. But I guess I fell asleep with the phone in my hand, dropped the phone on the floor. When I woke up, nothing but smoke. There was just smoke everywhere, and I swear the level of smoke in my room, in my bedroom, was like probably just over my head from where I was laying, because I didn't wake up coughing. It was just kind of like I woke up kind of startled. My eyes were open. I saw one of my cats on the floor. I don't know if maybe he was trying to wake me up, and that's what actually woke me up. I'm not sure what woke me up, but I woke up and I just saw smoke, and I was just like, oh shit. The sausage on the stove. Now my living room has vaulted ceilings, so to give you an idea of how much smoke was in the house, my living room has like, they gotta be like 15-foot vaulted ceilings, and my bedroom is not vaulted. So, and then the kitchen, my bedroom is off the living room. So for the smoke to be in my bedroom, in my bedroom, in my bathroom, I mean, the entire house was smoked out. In order for the smoke to be in my room the way it was, I mean, that's a lot of smoke from the vaulted ceiling all the way down to the door and in my room, spread out to the bathroom, and oh my gosh, not to mention my house has a second story. I'm sorry, the lighting is like, anyway, not to mention my house is a second story, so my entire upstairs was completely smoked out. Let's also mention that none of my smoke alarms went off. Horrible. It's not that I didn't change the batteries. The smoke alarms are tapped into the actual electricity in the house, and I guess they're original with the house. So and I have one in the living room high, close to the ceiling where it should be, so it should have gone off. That would have been the first one to go off, even before the one upstairs, but neither one of the smoke alarms were going off. I'm feeling incredibly blessed that I didn't have any kind of smoke inhalation, because, oh boy. I knew I felt tired, but I didn't necessarily feel sleepy. But I just knew I needed to eat, and I don't know, I guess my body just crashed. I took my shots for the evening. That was like probably close to 8 o'clock, because those were late. That was probably 7:45, 8. I took my gonal F, which was only 37.5. And then my niece was moving, and she was struggling with the mattress and all of that, and I'm just watching her shenanigans. And came back in the house, and for whatever reason, I guess just a long day. It was a long work day, kind of crazy with the customer, and I guess just mentally tired. And I laid down on the bed, and that was like all she wrote. My body was like, boop. I don't even remember like falling. Like, I kind of remember dozing a little, but even at that time, I didn't remember that I had something on the stove. So that poor little sausage, charred to a crisp. Nothing on that sausage was worth saving. It had to be burning. I mean, oh my gosh, I had to be asleep for about an hour, and it was only a 1.5 quart pot, and it wasn't completely filled with water. I'm kind of mad because it was a brand new pot. I'm like, oh my gosh, I ruined my brand new pot. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's nothing. Incredibly blessed to be fine. I think I feel like I got a little bit of a headache, but I think that's just from not sleeping, because I was trying to air the smoke out of the house. Because if I stood up, or if I sat up, or even not sat on the floor, it was just so much smoke, and my eyes were starting to burn. I had to step outside for a while. I had the door open, the garage open, a bunch of windows open, all the exhaust fans in the bathrooms running, just trying to air the house out. And when I woke up, it had to be like right before 10:30. So this is just give you an idea of like how early I fell asleep. Like, I was just so tired, I didn't even realize I was sleeping, But everything's fine. The only thing damaged was my pot. Despite airing everything out, the house still smells like smoke. Actually, I have like these Febreze plugins. So near the Febreze plug-in, it's like smoke with a little hint of the Febreze plug-in. I guess it's probably going to take a couple days to really get like the smoke scent out of the house. It just really smells like smoke. And it doesn't smell like burnt, but it smells like smoke. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is... Only me would attempt to kill herself right before her retrieval, right? All right, ladies, so that's all I got for now. I'm gonna try to get some footage of the ultrasounds as I've been doing with these follicle scans, and I will see you again after the scan and let you know how things are going. I'm pretty sure he's gonna tell me to trigger. Oh, one more thing. The only other thing, like, I feel completely normal. So, like, sitting in the car right now, I feel completely normal. I'm getting some pains, but, like, high, not, like, where my ovaries are. So, I think my kidneys are getting pushed a little bit. The only pain that I've felt in this process, aside from jabbing myself with needles, is in the mornings when my bladder is so completely full. Everything hurts, right? It's like my bladder is so full, everything's getting pushed up on, and so there's kind of like sharp pains. And then when I lay on my back, then I feel the heaviness in my ovaries, but only when I lay on my back. When I sit up, everything feels fine, but when I'm laying back on my side or on my back, but especially on my back, you know, I can feel that my ovaries are a little heavier. But when I relieve my bladder, I just feel all of that sort of letting down, and that's a little smart, you know. So as far as like full, I feel bloated, but not like bloated everywhere. I think I'm just bloated in the belly, but I don't feel super duper bloated. Like, I felt way more bloated from other things. I don't feel completely bloated. So other than you know, the whole full bladder, releasing the full bladder and laying on my back, at this point I feel completely normal, not like I've been doing stems. So I wasn't sure. I know a lot of ladies complain of a lot of pain at this point in the process, being so close to retrieval, and I don't have any. Maybe it's my tolerance. Maybe my ovaries are a little stretchy. I don't know. Maybe they're just in a different place since I've had like a fibroid surgery. I don't know. But we'll see. Mrs. Living in Hope, I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. We were talking on Instagram yesterday about your results of your scan and how your coming IVF process will have to go down as far as your ovaries are concerned. Just know I'm thinking of you, sweetheart. And yeah. I don't know. I'll see you ladies and gents if you're watching. Later. Bye.
looks like you're ready. You asked me for permission to record all this.
That's my information.
No, it's not. That's actually something that I have to authorize.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Do I have permission to record my information? I'd like to know how big the follicles are. You don't call them out, so. I don't record you all. Ever.
All right, I'm right.
Hello, I am back. Alright, so after the scan, I got in a little bit of trouble. Apparently, my RE did not realize that I had been recording all this time. And so he caught me recording the sizes of my follicles and was like, "Are you recording? Did you ask permission?" I'm like, "But it's my information. Like, I ain't recording you." He's like, "Well, you have to ask my permission." I'm, "Well, can I have your permission to record my information?" And then he don't say nothing. Do whatever. I'm going to be recording anyway, whether you likes it or not. Anyway, yeah, so sorry about this lighting, but the sun is like right here. So we are a go for retrieval on Sunday. I trigger tonight at 10 p.m. You are going to see that in this video later. After I watch a bunch of videos on how to give myself this shot, because he did not go over the appropriate place to put it or anything like that. My instructions right now are to trigger at 10 p.m. No food or drink after 9 p.m. tomorrow. Don't take any meds tomorrow morning. I can take them after when I get home. So no meds Sunday morning, not tomorrow morning, but no meds Sunday morning. I have to be at the facility, which is like an hour away from my house, at 8 a.m. on Sunday, which means I need to make sure that my niece stays the night before, or else I won't get there on time. Because she's an hour away from me, and then we have to go an hour. So, yeah. I'm trying to think what else. So far, that's that. I got a glimpse at my follicle sizes. I think the largest one that I could see in my video, since it wasn't the best, and I was getting scolded at the same time, the largest one was like 20, and there were some smaller ones in there. He said he was very impressed with how well I did and responded. Probably has a lot to do with my weight. Probably didn't think I would do very well. Anyway, he was very impressed. He gave me a script here for Percocets that I am to bring with me to the procedure, I guess, so I can take it right after. I'm trying to think what else. I think that is it. So next step, so you guys, I've shown you throughout this process what my injections look like. I haven't shown you every single injection because that just gets boring. But anytime something changed, so I showed you what the gonal F looks like. I showed you what it looks like with me taking the Minipure and the Cetrotide, and I'm going to show you what it looks like taking my trigger shot. Now, I've had a trigger shots before. That was Overdrill, and that was a subcutaneous shot in my belly. This is Pregno, or at least the generic form of Pregno, and this is an intramuscular shot. So a shot in my tuchus, yes, in the booty. So this is the first time I've done an intramuscular shot. I still smell like smoke. It's probably like in my hair or in my clothes. I still feel like I smell smoke. Anyway, It'll be my first time self-administering a intramuscular shot. I think I just need to get past what it feels like first, and then I'll be okay. So I know a lot of you ladies on Instagram have been very supportive and telling me that I can do it and I got this, and I can and I will, because I don't have a choice. And I'm excited. Sunday is the day. I have my after procedure instructions. I have my pre-procedure instructions. I'll get some more instructions the day of. What else? That's pretty much it. I will say, like, after these ultrasounds, I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel anything while he's doing, like maybe just a little pressure. But it feels like the ovaries are like right there, and I don't know if it was like a different magnification. I mean, I showed you the video, but like the follicles were like huge, and it looked like they were way bigger. I think it was a different magnification because he was trying to look for as many as he could get. But he told me he would be calling me, not the embryologist. So the eggs will be retrieved on Sunday. They will be fertilized on Sunday. The embryologist will give him a call, and he'll in turn give me a call. But I will hear after the next day to see how many fertilized, and then I'll hear on day 3, and then I'll hear on day 5, and I think on day 6 they'll be biopsied. So excited to get to that part. So the first hurdle here is getting through retrieval. Let's just get through retrieval, and then the next hurdle is, you know, waiting to see how well, waiting to see what fertilized that, and then waiting to see how well the embryos do. Hopefully they do really well, and then I can, you know, manage to get, he definitely measured more than 7 on each side this time, but some of them were still really small, like 7. But I know the trigger shot can give them a boost, so we'll see how many mature come out of this process, and hopefully I've got pretty good egg quality for my age. The nurse told me today that she thought I was younger, which is good. I mean, I don't know. I get both ends of the spectrum. People think I'm older, people think I'm younger. So I'm excited about that. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I did ask about the methylprednisolone, which I started yesterday. That is a pill. It's an antibiotic. Since I am not doing a fresh embryo transfer, I started taking that last night. I stopped taking it on Sunday, so I don't have to take it anymore after Sunday, since I'm not doing a fresh embryo transfer. So I won't be using all of that prescription. So you know, it works out. Everything works out, except that even though I don't know if I mentioned this, my godson's birthday was moved to the 23rd. I still can't make it. That 23rd is, well, what's today? Today's the 15th. Happy birthday, Ashley. That's my niece. Today's her birthday. The 23rd, which is not this weekend, but next weekend, I still can't make it because I have a customer that's going live, or at least they're trying to go live next weekend, not this weekend. So I still couldn't travel for his party. So I missed his party either way. I guess one could say it wasn't meant to be. So what do you do? So yeah, I'm excited. My weight is doing fine. I weighed in 237.8. It's probably a little water retention from the hormones. I'm just maintaining. I haven't been like strong on keto. I've been mostly keto, but yeah, aside from almost killing myself yesterday or last night, I am doing fine. It looked like my endometrium may have shrunk. I have to check that number again because I know it was 13 at my last scan. It looked like it might have been like 11 at this scan. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way he measured. Not sure. It wasn't as complimentary on my lining this time as he was on the 2 previous times. He didn't really say anything. He was just straight up on the measuring. So, you know, I just let him be focused and not ask too many questions and just try to get my information when I can get it. But yep, we are pulling the trigger tonight, and I'm gonna go fill this prescription and get me some breakfast and get to work because it's 9:15. So, yep. I will see you guys in a few seconds for you, but later on tonight for me when I do my trigger. All right. See you in a bit. See you in a bit. Hey, ladies. Guess what time it is? It's 10 o'clock, which means it is time to take my trigger. Now, I'm a little nervous, and I ain't even prepared, so I'm going to be a little bit late. But who said I had to take it at 10 o'clock on the dot? Whatever. All right, so that means this needle here. So, this is just the draw-up needle. And this here is the 25 gauge, sorry. That's the 25 gauge needle that I actually have to insert. The thing that I'm most nervous about is location. I say it all the time. I'm a big booty girl. Hopefully I'm hitting the right spot. But I need a Band-Aid. Hang on a second. Alright. Got my Band-Aids. So let me find, I got a whole box of them, so let me find those little itty bitties. Really? Can I just get like a regular Band-Aid? Sheesh. Alright, well. Alright, I'll be using this. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but it's a thin needle. Okay, cool. So I don't want to waste no time here. Okay, so this is supposed to be pregno, but it actually just says chorionic gonad, as in a chorionic gonadotropin. Okay, I guess it's the generic, but I got water and I got a powder. Okay, you can kind of see that powder in there, yeah. Okay, so caps, gotta flip those off. Okay, what do you do when you have the caps? You have to use the alcohol to clean off the tops. Okay, give that a chance to dry. Okay, now I'm going to use the other side for my location. Now, I know you can't see me, but what I heard is you can use your hand and then you move your fingers down. You put the front here on your hip bone and all that in between, and where your thumb lands is like the perfect location. So that's where I'm going to try to hit, right there. But I'm going to get a bigger area. But when I do this, that is definitely muscle. It's not fat. Okay. Okay. So let me get that a chance to dry. I'm kind of nervous about this, y'all. All right. So I need to draw. This is a 22 gauge needle. It's long, kind of thick. And when I do my progesterone and oil, this is the needle I'm going to be sticking at me every day. So, alright, so I'm going to draw that back to 1 mil. Straight through the middle. Push in the air. Draw out the water. That's half. I'm going to draw out a little bit more than 1 because I see a little bubble up there. So I just want to draw out and then push up to 1. So all the air is out. Okay, bet. So I'll pull that out. Now, this is called reconstitution. So I take this needle, push it in here, push the water in. Okay. Mix it around till it get clear. It's a little sooty at the bottom. Oh, you can see all that soot down there. So this ain't as tight as the manicure and stuff. So exactly clear. Spin that around. I think that's probably about as clear as it's gonna get. Alright, so turn it upside down. Draw this needle back. And draw out all the medicine as much as I can get. Hopefully I got it all. Nope, I got it all. There is nothing in there. Alright. So I got air here. Sometimes it gets stuck up there a little bit. I just want to make sure anything in that needle come out because I want all the medicine. So one thing I haven't been saying about these needles, if you recap, sometimes they tell you don't recap because you can stick yourself. If you recap, never push like this because the needle can go through the cap and stab you in the hand. You always want to push it down from the side, okay? Okay, so that's that needle. And what I do, okay, that's what I do. Okay, no, okay. I'm rushing because now it's like 10 after. But it's okay. Okay. So here's this needle. It's long, but it ain't, you know. Okay. So I just twist that on. It's long, but as you can see, it is not as thick as this other needle. It's 22 versus the 25. 22 versus 25 gauge. Higher the gauge, thinner the needle. You see? There is a difference. There is a difference in the two. They're the same length though. So I just did a dangerous thing. I uncapped it and or whatever, but whatevs. Okay, so now let me push all the air out this here bad boy. Okay, there's my little drop. Alright. Back here. I got my little spot. Okay. Now, what I want to do, right, I got my little spot. My little spot right here in the outer upper quadrant of the gluteus maximus. I don't know what they call it, but alright, I'm just going to open this gauze. I don't know if I'm going to bleed, but will leak. But I'm just going to open it. The pharmacy provided the gauze. I'm just going to hold it in this hand. Alright. Get my spot again. So I'm using the phone as kind of a mirror so I can kind of see what I'm doing. That is definitely my glute muscle that I want to hit. I want to hit right there. Right there. So I've never done this before. I watched the video earlier. It said hold the skin. And first part is the hardest. What the guy say? Let me just get the tip in. Alright, I didn't jab it in. But alright. Got it in. They say pull back just to make sure you didn't hit a vein. Pull back a little, make sure there's no blood. No blood. And I'm pushing. And what I will likely do tomorrow, take a little pregnancy test just to make sure the HCG is in my system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did it! Whoop, whoop! I did my first intermuscular. Yes, I did it. Woo! Okay. Let me see. Am I leaking? I ain't leaking. Nothing. I ain't even had to open the Band-Aid, but I'll use the gauze since I opened it. And wipe. I don't know. There's nothing there. So, listen. I got so much extra. I hope that actually went into the muscle. I don't know that for a fact. But I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I did it. Woo! Okay. It's a long needle, but I did it, y'all. All right. So, same safety. Recap the needle. Twist this off. These are the 2 needles that was used. Ooh, I'm feeling stuff. Must mean it's getting in there. Sharps container. This one, it's got my IUI stuff in it. It's getting pretty full, right? I just put the tops. They say you can, like, some videos that I watch tell you don't recap the needle. Just put the whole thing back in the sharps. But, I mean, you know, I get better use out of the sharps container if I just take the, recap it and take the needle off. And then I can just throw this part in. But I did it. I'm triggered. 1 ml. And I use, I guess there's a little drop of medicine in here, but okay. So, had my scan this morning. I talked briefly about the sizes of my follicles that I saw. I think my biggest one was like around 20. If it's not, I'm just going to put it right here. My largest one was like 20. My smallest one, I think, was like 7-ish, close to 8. The follicles will get, that wasn't bad at all. Now, granted, I pushed that needle in slow. I should have darted more just to get the initial punch through, so it was a little smart just pushing it in slow. Should have darted for the quick and then pushed it in. But now that it's in and in my muscle, I'm feeling a little achiness, and where it is, I'm just massaging it right now so it can move around and get where it needs to get. So, because it's not thick, it was watery, but I'll have to do the same thing with the progesterone and oil, I guess. Okay. So, where was I? Okay, my follicles. I didn't get a gander at my lining, so I'm going to put that here as well. I didn't look at my last video, so I don't know what I talked about. I got the call back. My estradiol almost doubled, didn't quite double, so it was 22, I think 2240, something or other. I'll put it right here. And I was talking to Sandra. She told me the estrogens, why my boobs hurt so bad. The estrogen's so high. He said my progesterone's nice and low. My LH looks good. Just going to see him on Sunday. But again, I am going to take a pregnancy test tomorrow morning to make sure my body is registering HCG from this hair trigger. If it's not, then I think I'm going to be a little worried. But I'll take a pregnancy test. A little cheapy. Should be enough. And I'm starting to feel a little dizzy. So it should register. I obviously got the shot in. So yes, I'm officially triggered. Nothing left to do but to show up for my retrieval. And show up and show out, y'all. Nothing left to do but to show up and show out. So, I'm feeling good. I'm really, really feeling good about this. And I'm triggered. I'm triggered. Now, I hope my body doesn't say, whoop, whoop, we ready to go, and I'll be late overnight. Let's hope I make it to 36 hours, because if my IUIs are any track record, I don't think I will make it to 36 hours. Let's hope I make it to 36 hours. Hoping and praying, y'all. Hoping and praying, because hoping and praying that I either make it to 36 hours or more. Because my first IUI, I triggered and ovulate until like way later. And I think just the follicles just weren't ready. The next one, follicles were just so big. I think they were just ready to, that one was just ready to go. And it ovulated overnight. Like, so hopefully that doesn't happen and I make it to Sunday morning with them all still there. But I will keep you posted if I have anything that remotely feels like ovulation pain tomorrow or tonight or what have you. So I'm totally excited and glad my estradiol went up and doubled. I'm glad that he sees multiple follicles in there. He told me again on the phone that he was, really impressed with my response, and was really hoping that some good follicles will come out on Sunday. So I think that is it. It is Stims Day 10. I have officially triggered. No more needles until we start talking about transfer. I was taking methylprednisolone. I think I mentioned earlier that I can stop this on Sunday. I take it at night, so I will still take it. I'm starting to feel a little drowsy. I will still take it on Sunday. I'm just going to take it Sunday night. And so no food and drink or meds after 9 p.m. tomorrow night. And then I have to be at the facility, which is an hour away from here, at 8 a.m. on Sunday. And when I come back, I can take like my methyl-dopa and my metformin. Although the paper he gave me, my pre-op instructions said to stop taking metformin prior. So he did give me the script for the Percocets that I'm to bring with me. I filled that earlier today. It is complete. I haven't picked it up yet, so I'll be picking that up tomorrow. I'm trying to think what else is left about this process. He said he would try to convince the anesthesiologist to sedate me. If not, then I'll be under local. What else? I think that's it. I think that is all. And that is it. I am so happy to have made it this far, and hope everything goes well on Sunday. And hope I have some good quality eggs in there, and enough to get my 2 and head them all off to PGS testing. That's still a bill I have to pay, but I won't know that until next week when I know how many follicles have made it to blastocyst. Then I'll know what I'll have to pay. Again, I've done my consent. Doctor called me today, said he didn't have the consent, so I had to print that out, and so I'll bring that with me on Sunday as well. That's it. I took my last doxycycline tonight. I took that at 7, the usual time. That was the last one. No more nauseous medicine. That was the very last one. So, happy. And that was a good spot. I mean, it wasn't painful except for like just the initial stick. And like I said, I should have just darted it in. I think I was just being too careful, so I kind of just moved slow. Yeah, I should have just darted it in and then moved it in slow. That way I get past the needle part, break the skin. Yeah, I'm starting to feel funny with this trigger, and it's 10,000 USP units, and the vial was only a little bit of water. So I think I'm feeling a little dizzy. Alright, this video is going way too long. It's already 20 minutes. But now you've seen all the different various shots that I've had to give myself in this cycle. In general, this cycle has been very well. I mean, I'm quite pleased with the cycle. I didn't feel like, I don't feel like it was a million shots, even though it was a lot. 2 shots a day, then 3 shots a day. I only had 4 total scans in this whole cycle. IUIs, I had 2. It's just 2 extra scans. I don't feel like it was like a scheduling nightmare to make those scans happen. I go over first thing in the morning. It's a good thing I get to work from home, and my doctor's office is close by. But overall, I'm extremely pleased. You know, I'm responding well, and I was worried about that because my IUIs wasn't really responding that well to gonal F and menopure as far as getting multiple follicles. But I guess that's not the intent either. They just weren't growing as fast either. So I was worried coming into this that my body might resist the artificial hormone, but my body did great, so well that he, you know, had to back off some of the gonal F. I still have a whole pen of gonal F completely unused. I've used all the Cetratide, I've used all the Menopure. So as far as those injections, I just have a whole gonal F pen. Hopefully, I won't need it. But now that I have my first intramuscular shot out of the way, I feel like bring on the pio shots, the progesterone and oil. Bring them on, bring them on. The needle's just a little bit wider. But bring them on, baby. I'm ready for them. I am ready. I am ready. I might be biting off more than I can chew, but I feel like I'm ready for them now. I did it. It's done. And now I'm just going to try my best to relax the rest of the weekend and not eat too much food that's bad. And just really try to relax a bit and not do too much. You know, catch up on some TV or something. Just not move around too much, just to relax and give myself a chance. Because while I'm not in any pain or discomfort right now at this point, you know, the progesterone gives the follicles a little extra boost, so they may get bigger before they. So tomorrow might be a completely different story. I don't know, but I will keep you ladies posted. Thank you for following me on this journey. And thank you for following me. And I'm starting to feel a little delirious. It's late too, so it's getting close to my bedtime. And I was up early. You know, I didn't get much sleep last night. I was up early despite that. So still smells like smoke in here, especially in the kitchen area. It smells like a lot like smoke. But at least I don't feel like I'm in a haze, right? I should probably show you what I did. You know, I'm not gonna bother you with the pot. That's neither here nor there. Y'all don't need all of that. Just know I'm okay, but I won't be cooking anything for the rest of tonight. I've already eaten. I had Panera. It's sitting right here. I had Panera for dinner. I had a soup and a sandwich. And yes, I ate the bread. Sue me. I ate the bread. But yeah. So I feel good. Thanks for following. Stay posted, man. We're just getting started here. We're just getting started. Stay posted. And I will try to get as much footage as I can on retrieval day. But it might get a little crazy because my niece is supposed to take me. And she's got her birthday is today. I said happy birthday to her earlier in the video. And her girlfriend is here visiting. It might be like a whole turn up type situation at 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll see. It's going to be a little bumpy. But we're going to get through it. All right, ladies. Thanks for following. Hit that bell if you want to know what's going on in this head journey. Follow me on social media, on Instagram, if you want all the up to the date information, because my videos are delayed by 2 weeks. And that's all I got, because now I think I'm about to fall out and go to sleep. All right, ladies, I'm going to end this video. Sticky baby dust to all those TTC. Bye.